My name is Byson Colyns Sabola. I am presenting on the impact of early childhood development centers on performance of children in early primary school. Just a summary of the study. The aim of the study was to assess the impact of early childhood development centers on children's performance in early primary school. The study population, the performance of early childhood development center graduates and the non-early childhood development center graduates enrolled in grade 1 was tracked in terms of promotion rate, repetition rate, and dropout rate. In summary, the results revealed that children who graduated from early childhood development center and enrolled in a primary school performed better than children who did not go through the early childhood development center. So what's the importance of the study? The study provided research evidence on the positive impact of early childhood development centers on children's performance in early primary school. And such empirical evidence can also be used for mobilizing support for financing the establishment of more early childhood development centers. The background. In Malawi, early childhood development centers enroll children who are aged from 3 to 5 years and they are prepared to enroll at grade 1 in primary school at the age of 6. The community members, it was claimed that children who graduated from early childhood development centers performed better in early primary school than non-early childhood development center graduates. In other words, what the claim was like is the community believed and claimed that children who enroll in primary school after going through the early childhood development center performed better than those who did not go through the early childhood development center. However, there was a lack of empirical evidence to substantiate that claim. The purpose and objective of the study. The purpose of the study was to assess the impact of attending early childhood development centers on children's performance in grade 1 at early primary school. The objective of the study was to track the performance of early childhood development center graduates in grade 1 and comparing it with performance of non-early childhood development center graduates. The methodology of the study took a quantitative approach. There were 4 primary schools which were sampled. These 4 primary schools enrolled more early childhood development center graduates in grade 1 and were purposefully sampled because they had more children from ECD centers or early childhood development centers, and it took place in Blantyre City in Malawi. The 4 schools had a total of 8 feeder ECD centers from which ECD graduates came. By feeder ECD centers, I mean early childhood development centers from which the children graduated and went ahead to enroll at a primary school. The methodology of the study continues. The names of all children who enrolled in grade 1 in 2009 academic year were compiled for each of the 4 primary schools. There were 943 children enrolled in grade 1, and out of 943, 159 were early childhood development center graduates and 784 were non-early childhood development center graduates. End of 2009 school year assessment results were used to get the numbers of children who were promoted to grade 2 and also the number of children who repeated in grade 1 and also the number of children who had dropped out of grade 1. Then promotion rate repetition rate and dropout rate were calculated and compared. The results. This figure 1 presents the results of the study. I'll start with the promotion rate. From the promotion rate, you can see that this blue stands for Early Childhood Development Center graduates who enrolled in grade 1, and 69.2% were promoted to grade 2. And for those children who enrolled in grade 1 at primary school but did not come from the Early Childhood Development Center, only 48.9 were promoted to grade 2. In terms of repetition rate, children, 22% of the children who had enrolled in grade 1 from ECD Center repeated, while 33.9% of the children who had not gone through Early Childhood Development Center repeated in grade 1. For dropout rate, for children who had enrolled in grade 1 from ECD Center, 8.8% dropped out of grade 1. For those children who just went to register or enroll in grade 1 without going through the ECD Center or Early Childhood Development Center, 17.2% dropped out of school. So from these results, we can see that 69% promotion children who graduated from Early Childhood Development Center, they had a higher percentage of those who were promoted to grade 2. And for repetition rate, they also performed better. There were less who repeated in grade 1, and more who had repeated came from the group of those students who had not gone through the Early Childhood Development Center. So the discussion, ECD Center graduates performed better than Center graduates in grade 1 in all the 3 areas. That is, promotion rate for ECD Center graduates was higher than for non-ECD Center graduates. Repetition rate for Early Childhood Development Center graduates was lower than non-ECD Center graduates. Dropout rate for ECD Center graduates was lower than non-ECD Center graduates. These findings confirm what other studies revealed. As I have indicated, there were studies by Sylvia and Wiltshire, Barnett, Rame and others, Campbell and others, Knowles and Barnett, Gardino, Pizzato, Maturano and Fontaine, and Rao and others. So these studies also confirmed, my study confirmed what these other studies also did in different parts of the world. The conclusion: ECD centers or Early Childhood Development Centers play a significant role in contributing towards children's success in early primary school. In terms of promotion, we saw that they performed better, repetition, percentage repeated, and also when it came to dropout rate, a lesser percentage dropped out. ECD center graduates perform academically better in early primary school and are less likely to either repeat a grade level or drop out of school. The recommendations and also the future steps. The government and non-government organizations need to support the establishment of more early childhood development centers to allow more children to access early childhood development education. Community leaders need to make deliberate efforts to encourage parents and guardians to enroll their children for early childhood development education because this study has confirmed that the early childhood development centers have a positive impact on children's success in primary school. Future studies must focus on assessing the impact of ECD on children's performance at middle and higher levels of primary school, as well as assessing the quality of ECD programs being offered in ECD centers. These are the references that some of the major references that I used in the study. I thank you so much for your attention.